Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another build guide. Today we're going to be going over the Icy Shadow Deathtrap Twisting Blades Rogue. After extensive testing with different Paragon Boards setups, aspects, and skills, I finally come to the endgame version of this build. The only uber unique I'm using as of now is Ring of Starless Skies, but honestly the build plays pretty similar without this ring, you just have slightly less damage. But at the end of the video, I'll include a clip showing all of the gear that was used in the gameplay. In this video, we'll be going over the skills, playstyle, skill tree, gear, and the Paragon Boards. If you do enjoy this build guide, make sure to leave a like, share, and sub. I appreciate you all. As normal, there will be timestamps for you to skip around as needed. Starting off with the skills, we'll be using Concealment, Dash, Twisting Blades, Shadow Imbue, Death Trap, and Puncture with the specialization Preparation. Now with this setup, we're almost able to spam Death Trap off cooldown without using the Mastery Node exposure. Concealment is what really allows this build to do what it does. Concealment refills all of our energy, increases our max res, and allows us to heal a ridiculous amount. Dash for mobility, allowing us to reposition around packs, get out of danger, and allow for our twisting blades to follow through packs as we dash through them. Shadow Imbued Twisting Blades paired with Death Trap and Nukes packs. This combo with this setup does so much damage, I honestly did not expect it to be this strong without the use of Condemnation and combo points. We can kind of just spam Death Trap as we please as it comes up pretty fast. And Puncture just in case we run out of energy and don't have Concealment up, which is very rare, but it allows us to get some energy back if we are unable to with Concealment. So a normal skill rotation will look something like this: Concealment into Death Trap, attacking with Shadow Imbued Twisting Blades, and then using Concealment again, dashing and positioning as needed. And just to quickly go over the skill tree, we're starting off picking up Puncture with Fundamental Puncture, maxing out Twisting Blades with Advanced Twisting Blades, 3 into Sturdy, 3 into Siphoning Strikes, moving on to 3 into Weapon Mastery, 1 point into Dash, picking up Enhanced Dash to apply that crit multi to enemies, 1 point into Concealment with Enhanced Concealment to get that 40 energy back whenever we use it, 1 into Exploit, 3 into Malice, moving on 1 into Shadow Crash, 3 into Consuming Shadows for some more energy sustain, 2 into Shadow Imbuement with Mixed Shadow Imbuement, 3 into Precision, 3 into Frigid Finesse. Then we're going 3 into Innervation, 3 into Alchemist Fortune, 3 into Second Wind, picking up all the Death Trap nodes, going to Adrenaline Rush, only 1 point there, 3 into Haste, and then finally picking up Close Quarters Combat. Next up, we have the gear we'll be using. Starting with the armor, for your helmet, get life, cooldown reduction, followed by 2 resistance rolls with the aspect Resistant Assailants. This new aspect is a must-have, giving us plus 10% to our max resistances and all elements, putting our res cap at 80%. Not only that, but it reduces Concealment's cooldown by up to 10 seconds upon an elite kill. With this, we have Concealment up almost all the time. The chestplate, you want to go for life, damage reduction, followed by 2 resistance rolls different from the ones on the helmet. For the aspect, get Lethal Dusk. This puts us into stealth a lot more when we're evading through shadow infected enemies. Breaking stealth gives us up to 5% healing upon kills, giving us a ridiculous amount of sustain. For the gloves, I went with Frostburns, allowing us to freeze packs, getting our damage multipliers against frozen enemies up, and giving this build a ton more crowd control. For the pants, going with Tybalt's Will, for the damage multiplier for when we become unstoppable, and with how much we have Concealment up, we get this damage stem a lot. Not only that, but it allows us to gain 50 energy back whenever we go unstoppable, making Concealment give us 90 energy back upon use. And lastly, for the boots, I went with the new Rogue Unique Beastfall Boots. Whenever we pop Death Trap, our next Twisting Blades attack has a 150% damage multiplier on it. Although it does use all of our energy to do so, this is a big benefit to us, as spending all that energy reduces Death Trap's cooldown, and we can just get all of this energy back from using Concealment. Next up, we have our weapons. For our two-hand, go with a crossbow with the rolls Dex, All-Stat, Damage to Crowd Control, and Ultimate Skill Damage. And go ahead and place the aspect Accelerating here. The reason for putting Accelerating here is it allows us to spam Twisting Blades faster, spending our energy faster to get Death Trap back up as soon as possible. For the melee weapons, on one hand go for Ashiras for some more attack speed and lucky hit chance. and for the other hand a legendary dagger with the same stats as the crossbow, and put the aspect blade dancers here. However, if you do have Doombringer, you should definitely fit it into this build. Doombringer will make this build feel so insane. And lastly, we have the jewelry. For the amulet, go for movement speed, ranks to frigid finesse, cooldown reduction, and dexterity. For the aspect, get juggernauts here. This will cover all of our armor needs. As for the rings, go for life, crit chance, lucky hit chance, and damage to crowd controlled with the aspects Edge Masters and Icy Alchemist. Or if you do have Rings of Starless Skies, you can replace the Edge Master's ring with it. For the gems, get rubies for your armor, diamonds for your weapons, and for your jewelry, cap your resistances here, or if they are capped, go ahead and use skulls. Now for the seasonal mechanic, the Sensual Construct. Our first skill will be using Flash of Adrenaline with the supporting stones, duration support, tactical support, and safeguard support. For the other slot, go for Tempest with resource support, efficiency support, and fortify support. And lastly, we have the Paragon Boards. Starting with the glyphs in the starting board, we have Closer. Moving up to the cheap shot board, we have Night Stalker. That additional bonus, entering stealth, reduces the active cooldowns of Shadow Imbuement by 4 seconds, is so good because we have so many different ways we can enter stealth with concealment and evading through Shadow Imbued enemies. Our Shadow Imbue is up pretty much all the time. Moving to the No Witnesses board, we have Combat for some more crit damage. Down to the Eldritch Bounty board, we have Exploit, and we're not trying to get all the points for Exploit, we just want that additional bonus. Then moving to the Exploit Weakness board, we have Control. And then finally, up at the Deadly Ambush board, we have Turf. As for the legendary nodes, we're picking up Cheap Shot for some more damage against crowd-controlled enemies. No Witnesses. This gives us a huge damage bonus to all of our abilities after we pop Death Trap. Down to Eldritch Bounty, just increasing our shadow damage even more by 20%. And then finally, the last node we pick up is Deadly Ambush. So whenever we pop Death Trap, we get another bonus there. And that sums up the Paragon boards. As normal, the build planner will be linked below, so you can follow this board closely. And with that, we wrap up this build guide. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future build guides. I do plan on making another update to this build once I do get Doombringer and Harlequin's Crest, and the uber unique Construct Stones. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember to have fun and take care.